Hello everyone, my name is Jitendra Bafna. I am a senior solution architect. In this video, we are going to see how to implement auto scaling when you are setting up Flex Gateway as a Kubernetes Ingress Controller in the connected mode. In my previous video, we have seen how to set up a Flex Gateway as an Ingress Controller in the connected mode, and also we have created a Ingress on the top of your Flex Gateway. But in this particular video, we will focus on the auto scaling. So what does auto scaling means? So whenever you have a high CPU utilization or high memory utilization, it will automatically scale up, right? And whenever if you see the CPU utilization or memory utilization is in normal state, it will automatically scale down. It depending on the what kind of auto scaling configuration you have defined. So let me show like what we have done. So we have already set up a Flex Gateway which having one replica, right? Now I want to enable auto scaling. For enabling the auto scaling, so what you have to do, if you want a multiple replica, you can always pass a replica count equals to 1 or 2 or 3. But in this case, by default, the replica count is 1. If you want to enable the auto scaling, you have to pass this or parameter. By default, the auto scaling is false. Once you have enabled the auto scaling, right, you even you don't pass a minimum or max replica. So minimum replica created will be 2 and max replica created will be 11. So it's completely depend on the CPU utilization and your memory utilization basically. Okay, so you can define like those parameters. By default the CPU utilization is 50% basically, right? So let me start enabling the auto scaling. So for that, what I will do, I will simply click on add gateway and Kubernetes, and I will copy this last command where we can deploy the Flex Gateway. Just copy this command and go back to your notepad, and I will just remove this create namespace because we have already created the namespace in our previous video, right? So you don't have to pass it, you just have to upgrade your current ingress. So you can say hel-n gateway upgrade, and also we have to set some parameters like you can say set, and you can copy this particular auto scaling enabled equals to 2. So you can say auto scaling enabled equals to true. That's it. Like you just have to pass this thing and just copy this. Go to place. You need to run this command from place where you have a registration.yaml file. So it is located in users detail, and I will just open command prompt. I will just maximize. Okay, let me remove this. Let me copy paste my command again. Just say enter. So let me go back to my Flex Gateway, and here you can see there are 2 replica, right? So you can see there are multiple replica. Let's wait. It will going to create more replicas. The 2 replicas must be in connected state because when you enable the auto scaling, there must be minimum of 2 replica. So you can see the 2 replica has been created which is in connected state. So by default minimum it will create 2 replicas, right? And maximum it can go up to 11 replicas. But you can always define your own parameters also. So now what we will do, like I want minimum 2 replica and max of the 4 replicas. So I can simply copy this auto scaling dot mean replicas, and I can say set mean replicas equals to 2. Then again I will say set, instead of mean I will change this to max, and I can say max replica equals to 5. Just copy this command. Okay, just let me open another command prompt. Sometime as I mentioned, I'm just checking what mistakes I have done. Okay, sorry, I have to run this command from this particular path. Where is my registration.yaml? Just run this. Okay, there's still another operation is in progress, so it will fail. Let's this operation to be complete. Okay, So I think sometimes you don't get the response as I mentioned. So apart from that, you can check one more thing, whether multiple replica has been created or not. So I will say Minikube dashboard. I will just select gateway. So here you can see two pods are running, and here you can see two pods, two replica sets. It means a multiple replicas of your Flex Gateway is running. I will just exit this operation because I know this is completed. Sometime we don't get the response back. So I will just execute this particular command. Or what I can do, instead of 2, I can say minimum of 3 replica. So this will give some idea to us. Minimum 3 and max I will give 5. Just paste it and just execute. Let's wait. Here everything will be go in disconnected state. So you can see 2. It should have a minimum of 3 replicas. So we can see the 3 replicas has been created. So it will always keep minimum of 3 replicas. In case if there is a high CPU utilization, it can go up to 5. Okay. Let me set one more parameter. I will go back to my, and also let's see this particular dashboard, what happens here. Let's refresh. So here you can see the 3 pods are created. 3 replica sets are created. Even you can see running 3, right? Which is good. So what are the benefits we are getting from this? Because it will provide scaling and also high availability, and like it will improve the performance of your request. Okay. So let me explore one more option. Also you can define like on what target CPU utilization you have to do the auto scaling. I can copy this, and by default it's 50% if you are not setting up anything, and I can say set space, I can say 80%. When my CPU utilization is 80%, then you have to do that. So let me execute this command. So let me go back to my dashboard and let's see. Let me go to my Anypoint platform. Here you can see still 3 replicas are running. And now I want to disable this auto scaling, and I just want 2 replicas, not more than that. So what I can do, I can completely remove this particular part, like and I can simply pass set replica count is equals to 2. I just want minimum of 2 replicas. I can do that. Just say Control C and just run this command. Here you will see there will be only 2 replicas. So let's wait. So you can see only 2 replicas. Now it will not going to auto scale because we have removed those properties. We have upgraded our ingress, right? And also like we can see the dashboard. So dashboard will like it will slowly remove all the replicas, and finally there will be only 2 replicas remain. And also you can use some command like kubectl get pod -n and gateway. So you can see there are 2 ingress running, so 2 replicas it means, right? Then also like you can also say get service -n gateway. So this is my ingress, okay, and which is the good thing. So now what we have learned, so basically like how we can set up a multiple replicas using the replica count attribute, then how we can enable auto scaling. So by default in auto scaling there will be 2 minimum replica, and maximum it can go up to 11 depending on the CPU utilization. Then we have also seen how we can how we can define the CPU utilization parameters and all those kind of things. So I hope you liked the video and you got the concept of like auto scaling, and like you got the concept of how to implement the multiple replicas of your Kubernetes, of your Ingress controller basically in the Flex Gateway. Yeah, so that's it for today, and we're going to see in next video how we can publish the APIs to this particular Flex Gateway, right? So I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please click on like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching.